Thank you, doctor. Thank you for the nice introduction. Good evening, all. Myself, I'm Dr. Rohith PS. I'm doing my PG in Government Homeopathy Medical College, Bangalore. So, I got 126 rank on APGT on 2020. Okay. So, personally, I'm saying I had written 4 attempts. I started my PG in APGT in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. And I got into PG on 2020, and I secured 126 rank during those APGT. So one thing I'll personally say is it's not up to how many time you are writing. You will get some sort of experience from the exams at least in life. At least you can do something with what you had acquired with that knowledge. Okay, so it's not like how much time you are writing. I may be knowing many will be there who will be attending their first time, second time, third time, or fourth time. So doesn't matter. Okay, go for it. So today I'm going to deal about the strategies for the preparation for AAPGT. So before going into the about the PG planning, we need to understand why this is important. Why PG is important for you. Personally, you need to understand why PG is important for you. Then only the process becomes so easy, and you can follow the process throughout the time period. Because one thing I'll say is you may be starting from you may be your preparation time maybe for 1 year, maybe it is for 6 months, so that time duration will be there. If you are not having what you want to achieve in your life, the thing you are focusing will be so difficult. You can't continue the process throughout the time. Some ups and downs will be there throughout the period. So you need to understand why it is important for you, PG. So one thing will be MD is mandatory nowadays. Nowadays, every MD doctors are increasing. So in a clinic setup also, patient will be preferring to come to a MD doctor. And in lecture post, in many other promotion for the medical officers, also MD is necessary. So studying for a MD is so important nowadays. So that may be one reason many will be choosing MD as a part of their study. Okay, so the second thing is studying in a reputed institution. There are many reputed institution nowadays. NIH is one of the best reputed institutions. So if you are studying in a good reputed institution, means you get to get so many good cases. So if you are getting so many cases, means your level of study become equally higher. Okay, so other thing is your lecturers, your doctors, you are guiding you will be also in a reputed college, means they will also has the level of experience. So one thing I'll say is studying in a reputed institution is also an important thing for PG. So the third thing I personally which was motivating factor for me was stipend. So during my preparation time, I was motivated with this stipend. Many colleges like NIH, Kolkata, and Kottayam College. These colleges are providing a high end level of stipend, and Nehru college is the college which is giving topmost stipend in altogether all colleges. And anyone had calculated how much money you get altogether after completing the PG? So I had calculated personally during my preparation. I had calculated how much stipend I'll get after completion of 3 years, and I understood was around if you are studying in Nehru College, means you will get up to around 30 lakhs after completing your PG. And if you are studying in this NIH and NIH college, means you will get around 20 lakhs of money after completing. And if you are studying in this government college sector, mean you'll get Thiruvananthapuram, Kozhikode, they are providing 30,000. You'll get around 12, 13 lakhs after completion of the PG. So it is not a little bit of money. It's a huge amount of money you are getting after completing your PG. Okay, if you are saving that money, means you can do it for your starting a new clinic, or you can give to your family for any support. For your purpose also, you can also do, you can become financially somewhat independent. So stipend is also a motivating factor. And the fourth one is ultimately knowledge. Knowledge is what we get afterwards. If you are studying from PG or anything, like 3 years if you are studying, means you get into many sectors, like teaching section you are dealing. You will be in the OPD sessions, you are dealing with patients also. So many teachers will be there, they will guide you. Research related studies will be there. So many things you are upgrading during the PG time. So knowledge is the ultimate thing. Even what I'll say is, anyhow you are going to serve the society with what you had studied with. So the knowledge what you acquired from this PG, you can do it for service purpose even after the completion of the PG. So it is the ultimate thing. Knowledge is entirely with you for lifetime, and it will give a income for you in some way. So these four things you need to understand, and many other things will be there for you. So one thing is you need to understand these four things. Why importance for PG is for you. What is the purpose of PG for you? That is the ultimate understanding you need to understand. Then you need to write it down. What is the motivating factor which is driving you to work throughout the period of time? Why I'm saying is, throughout the period there will be ups and downs where you don't feel like to work like every day. So that day, if you are seeing these things, mean it will give a motivation for you. So stick this thing where if you are where you can see in your room, in your doorstep. When you are going to your room, means you will first see these things. When we are waking up, means first you need to see these things. So this is the importance of PG. Now if you are fixing these things, means then you can go for plan for study. Planning is important thing. Okay, so planning about the APGT you can understand only through previous question paper will be the guiding thing which will give you how to plan for the study. So I had taken many questions, how much weightage is should be given to each and every subject according to the 2020 question paper. So in these you can see mathematical homeopathic subject is given more importance. Like mathematical 18 questions is asked, organon 16 questions is asked, repertory 16 questions is asked. Pharmacy, no questions had been asked, so I hadn't included pharmacy. Then afterwards, practice of medicine, 24 questions is asked. So you can see after that these allied subjects, surgery, OBG, anatomy, physiology, pathology, gynecology, FMT, PSM, these subject little bit of importance is given, like little bit of questions has been asked in these sort of allied subject. So I can say that major importance should be given for homeopathic subject, that we can't leave homeopathic subject any part. So you need to give importance. One thing, other thing I'll say is, we can categorize these candidate aspirants into 3-4 categories. That around 7,000 candidates will appear for APGT each and every year. So in that 1,000 will be working somewhat. Okay, in that 500 will be working hard. That 500 rank people will be working somewhat hard, and 100 people, 100 aspirants will work very hard. So and in that 10 50 people, 50 aspirants will work like hell. So in which level you want to get into, you need to first decide. You want to get into that 50 level, 50 rank level, or you want to get into that 100 rank level, or you want to get into that 500 rank level, or you want to get into that 1,000 rank level. and beyond that means it's possible for everyone. Simply you need to study some homeopathy subject, and you can get into these above 100 rank. So if you want to get into these 100 rank means you want to work like hell. Okay, so I can surely say that the 100 rank in that 100 rank aspirants will not skip any of these subjects. They will go for each and every subject. They will go for homeopathy subject and allied subject. Everything they'll give equal importance. So what I personally say is, if you are preparing in a serious way means you need to give importance to each and every subject. Okay, even homeopathy subject, allied subject, everything. Okay, so next is set a study space. So is this important to set a space for studying? So this is a interesting question actually, and I will personally say it's very important to set a study space. If you are studying like regularly, like if you are studying in a space where you are sleeping, like in your bed or in your TV living room where you are seeing TV and you are studying means, it won't give that a flow of mind to study. Okay, so a study space is definitely needed. In a bed you are habituated to sleep, so there you can't study. So set a space where you can study. Okay, set a space where
Right.
near to near to a window where you need to put a table, a chair, your what study material should be there, a alarm clock should be there, lighted space should be needed, and what all things, a pen, books which you need to refer, everything should be there. Set a space like that. So a study space is very necessary as far as your focus can be improved with a study space. If you're coming into that space means you'll automatically you need to start your study. That should be the study space look like. Okay, don't go for your regular space. Set a new study space. It will give a motivating factor. Trust me, you try this. Okay. So next is choosing a correct guide. So after setting a plan means, next thing everyone will be confused will be choosing a correct guide. So there are many guides available. So I would say personally, I had studied from, during my preparation, I had during the first three preparation, I had studied from textbook basis. So it was very difficult. If you are selecting a text for studying purpose means, as far as textbook is concerned, it will be very vast. Everything will be in particular space, particular sites. Okay, so identifying that and studying each and everything means it will be very difficult. So nowadays many guides are available. So many coaching centers are providing many good guides, and I personally followed during the last year iBasic guide. Indian Homeopathic Medical Association provided that guide. So many other guides are also available. This Kaizen guide is available. Success guide is available. Focus is also providing study material. I think PHF is providing a study material. So go for a particular study material like that. So one other question also arises: how many guides you should study? So many guides are also there, so a confusion will arise, like if you are following two guides means you will get some extra mark or extra rank you will get. It's not like that. I'll personally say it will give you even more confusion. Go for a uh, single study material. I personally preferred iBasic, so go for that particular one book. Okay, and one other thing I'll say is, for homeopathy subject I had chosen the regular textbook. For organon of medicine I had selected. For repertory, Dr. Tiwari sir textbook I had selected. So, and for pharmacy, Mendel and Mendel textbook, and for Maitre Medica, Allen's keynote I had chosen. So for homeopathy subject, you can go with this guide or you can go with this book. It's according to your choice. So I personally preferred homeopathy subject, the regular textbook, and for allied subject I had chosen iBasic. So As far as you can see, for allied subject, limited questions is asked. So particular topic should be given importance. Not every topic you need to dig deep into. Okay, so particular topic is important as far as allied subject is needed. So a particular guide is needed. You select a guide and go for it. That's what that will be good for you. Okay, so after choosing a good guide means, then you need to set a timetable. That's the next thing. I hadn't included any timetable, it will be blank. So a timetable should be according to your discretion. Not I may be having a timetable, it may not be able to suit to you. Okay, so timetable should be according to your level. You need to set according to your level a timetable. In timetable also we can select like morning or night. Some may be preferring to study on night time, some may be working, so they may prefer to do their work on study on their morning time. So set a timetable accordingly. So personally I had studied morning to night. So night time I will be sleeping, and other time I used for study. So better you should go for daytime. And one thing you need to make sure that don't break those circadian rhythm. One day night time, one day morning time, don't go for it. Go for a single like not breaking those circadian rhythm type timetable you select. Okay, then the next thing about timetable is how much subject you need to study in a day. That is also a question. And some aspirants will choose like for one day one subject, for 1 or 2 weeks complete that subject, then go for other subject. And I'll say like it will be very boring if you're studying a subject for a day and continuing it for 1 or 2 weeks daily, means it will be so boring. So I personally prefer daily. I'll study 4 subject. I'll divide each day into a lot, like an hour, and I'll give time for one subject for each day. And one thing I make sure was I give importance to Mathematica every day, because Mathematica will forget very fast. So every day you need to study Mathematica 1 hour at least. So that is one thing. And how you can divide that lot, I'll next slide I'll explain how you can divide the slot and how you need to study. So at the beginning you don't need to take a heavy schedule. So I'll say I previously had said that the 100 rank people will work like hell. Okay, so they may be working. If you're asking about their schedule, means they may be working for 7 hours, 8 hours daily. It may not be possible for everyone. Okay, so one thing, if you are a beginner, means start with a limited amount. Start with a 3 hour schedule, daily 3 hour. If you are having enough time to prepare, means start with a small time duration. And I'll say which technique helped me was Pomodoro technique, a method for staying focused and mentally fresh. So this is a technique which is research based, proven that it will give our mind somewhat freshness after studies. Okay, so step one is pick up a task, pick up a subject or topic that you want to study. Set a timer for 25 minutes and then work on your task until the time is up. Then take 5 minutes break. Then every 4 pomodors take longer 15 to 30 minutes break. That's what the technique is. I'll explain in somewhat detail. So if you're starting a topic, means set a timer. Now in App Store many Pomodoro technique apps are available. So download an app relating to Pomodoro technique and install on your Android phone. Then you can use it easily. So what the thing is, if you're studying for a longer period, means if you're studying, our attention span will be very lesser. Okay, if you tried for studying for a longer period, around 2 hours, means you'll become so much lethargic. You can understand that if you're studying for a longer period, means. So what this Pomodoro technique is doing is it is giving short time interval. So if you are getting short time interval means our mind will automatically adjust during those time. So how it work is 25 minutes one slot. You study a topic, then 5 minutes rest you take. Then again 25 minutes you take, then 5 minutes rest. Again 25 minutes, 5 minutes rest. Again 25 minutes, 5 minutes rest. So this is 4 Pomodoro session. If you are completing 4 sessions means 1 Pomodoro is completed. Okay. So after 1 Pomodoro technique, you can take a longer break, like 1 hour break you can take or 30 minutes break you can take. Okay. It's accordingly. It is very useful. So nowadays apps are also available, so you can set the timer there. You can track everything, how many hours you are daily working on, that you also can track. In the monthly end how much you had worked, that also you can also check with that this app. So this app is so helpful. So one motivating factor is if you are doing some 3 hours a day, we are shifting to 5 hours, then we are shifting to 8 hours, then we are shifting to 12 hours, means that will be a motivating factor. So this app will give how much progression you are making each and every day. So try this out. Okay, Pomodoro technique, try this out. It will be very helpful. So set a timetable should be set prior to a day. Okay, night when you are going to sleep itself, you need to set a timetable for the next day. One thing is you need to set a weekly timetable, which are all topics or which are all subject you need to study, and that weekly timetable you need to first set. Then go for a daily timetable should be there. You need to select a topic, and according to Pomodoro technique, you can mix that subject and study. That will be somewhat interesting. If you're implementing somewhat new things means it will be interesting. I think these are simple hacks, and these simple hacks help me to acquire some good result, so I am mentioning all these things. Okay, so try this out. So next thing after planning and everything is, after studying or studying your subject one time means next your aim should be for revision. Revision is the important part. Okay, and as far as I am concerned, what thing bring me somewhat good rank during the last time, I will say is revision and mock test. So these two things I hadn't done before during the last 3 times. So these two things I implemented now only during the last time. So these two things had helped, revision and mock test. So about revision, I'll say is if you're if you're having 1 year plan for a study means after 6 months, for 6 months you study your first round of study you should complete. After that you should completely focus on revision. If you're having 6 months means start with 3 months you need to complete the topic and then go for next 3 month revision. Okay, so as many as revision you are doing, you'll you are making the idea stick into your mind even more. Okay, you're making the quality of the work even more. What we need as far as APGT is concerned, the quality of the work is important rather than quantity. We don't need to study many more things. We need to study simple basic things, but in a quality way. So revision helps to make that thing permanent memory you can make with revision. So what you will get to know is uh, during revision, if you're uh, if you had studied a particular topic for 15 days means after these 15 days, first time you had taken 15 days for studying a particular subject. Then second time, if you are for doing a first revision means you can complete it on 10 days. And third time you are doing a revision means you can complete on 7 days. Fourth time you are doing revision means you can complete on 5 days. And fifth time you are doing means you can complete on 3 days. So as many revisions you are doing means you will get to know that you can complete every topic in a faster way. So this revision, if you are doing many revisions, means during the last days you can easily cover up each and every topic. So that's the important about revision. Okay. So one other thing I want to emphasize before was I missed that while studying you need to understand, if you are studying a new topic means if take Mathematica one drug. So Mathematica one drug you are studying means next day about 70% of everything will be forgotten by you. Only 30% will be there. After 1 or 2 weeks, only 10% or 5% will be remembering by you. So that's a defect of our brain. We can't by heart each and everything. So one technique we can use is if you're studying Mathematica means study today Mathematica means tomorrow if you are starting before starting a new subject, study, revise the Mathematica which you previously studied, and after that 1 week again you revise this Mathematica. After that 2 weeks you revise. If you are revising in such a pace means definitely a permanent memory you can make. So try this out. If you are studying today means tomorrow you need to revise this particular thing, then only you need to study a new thing. Okay, after that 1 week after you need to again revise. After that again 2 weeks. If you are doing this in a correct way means definitely you can remember those things. If you are I'm saying if you are studying a new thing means it will be difficult. Okay, so quality study is needed, not how much quantity you are looking for. That is not the necessary part as relating to this MCQ pattern of question is concerned. So the next thing is mock test. Mock test is also one among the important part. As previously I had told, mock test and revision had given an idea and good rank for me during the last 2020 examination. So one thing mock test will give is the anxiety before that exam. You can diminish that anxiety, because if you are not writing an exam and first time you are writing means many things relating to the screen picture, relating to the question pattern, you may get some anxiety and confusion. If you're writing these mock test means that confusion won't be there. uh, Prior to exam many mock test series will come. 1 month mock test series will be there, 2 month mock test series will be there. I had written 1 month mock test, continuous mock test series I had done. So I understood many question patterns relating to that. So if you are understanding question pattern means you will be confident. Some tricky questions will be there. You can understand, yeah, that particular question is a tricky question, so you need to leave that question. So that sort of idea you need to create while doing mock test. And one thing you need to understand is if you are writing 1 month continuous mock test means you get to know your level of mark you are getting during your exam. So that is also one good factor. So one major thing relating to Focus PG is Focus PG's mock test series is I personally followed that Focus PG and Mediguru's mock test series. Focus PG is providing the screen. It's very similar to APGT screen, UPSC screen, like that. So it is very easy. If you're writing that means if during the exam also I felt like the similar screen I am uh, feeling the similar is very useful. So Mediguru is also providing mock test series. Friend of Health is also providing mock test series. Pulse Institute is also providing mock test series. So you should select according to which which coaching institute you are going. You can select accordingly. And another thing is during your preparation also, if you're studying one subject, organon subject, if you're studying means you can select mock test based on that particular subject also. After completing organon, do a mock test on organon. So it will give a confidence relating to you can, what are all things you had studied, you can put it on to the exam. It's coming or not, you can check it out. So mock test is very important. Okay. So next thing is diet and health. So during the preparation period, many won't look for this diet and health. They will be simply studying for one year, 6 months. They won't take care of their health or diet. So because of which I thought I should emphasize this topic also. So a good healthy food diet should be there during the preparation period. So morning breakfast is very must, and many during preparation period will skip these breakfast, and you need to hydrate your body. Then only your mental activity will be in an intense way. It will be in a good way. It will work on to a good way. So diet is very important during the preparation. Don't go for any junk foods, any oily food. Go with some good healthy diet. Okay. And the second thing is exercise. And during if you're looking means, many will be sedentary during a long period of time, and it will ultimately create an anxiety onto everyone. So anxiety will be created. So one thing you need to focus is, you should do some physical activity. Should be either it may be jogging, either it may be walking, either it may be any activity. Some activity should be there. It should be it would take some time for that, those things. And it surely I'm saying it will give a change in, you can see a change in during your preparation. Okay. So next thing is sleep. Sleep is must, and the very must thing you need to follow, because what are all things you are studying means, it can be made into a permanent memory if you are getting enough sleep. So get a 6 or 7 hours daily sleep. And napping is also not a problem. If you're napping in afternoon hour also means, it will improve. As far as you're getting sleep means, it will, your what you had studied will be converting into a permanent memory. That studies are showing like that. So take a good sleep. And one another thing I had seen was, many will be focusing uh, simply on studies. They won't talk to anyone during the preparation period. It can cause a mental anxiety during the preparation period. So talk with your friends, talk with your parents. Make a healthy way of preparation. Don't go isolated for some period, and it will create an negative impact onto you. So in a healthy way, study your topics. Okay. So that's about my strategies. It may be seem simple things, but if you are focusing those simple things, you can achieve many things. Okay. Those time when you don't like working, you are too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway, that is actually the dream. So many people will be hearing, many aspirants will be hearing about the APGT strategy. And mm, I'll say to them, like, they'll get to a good college, and they will become a good homeopath. Okay. So thank you all. So